What are, from your point of view, the main challenges when you try to launch an idea to the market, or when you try to launch a spin-off company?
Yes, so the first point was, of course, creation. So the foundation really of the company. And since we are a spin-off company, we had to discuss with the university. And in 2001, it was not very easy to to create a company with a university. So the first step, the first main step was to convince the university. And of course, we were three young researchers, and we have to convince the university that we are able to manage a company and to create it. And the next step is, of course, the IP, so the ownership of the IP, the possibility to have a license from the university, of course, the price of this license. And so this was the second step. And the third step was the first employees to start a business. So to find the first employees, to convince these employees that the company is serious and will continue for a long time. And finally, of course, the main step is starting business. And so to sell the products, and it's not obvious for scientific people to sell products. So I think that the main challenge are really IP and business, and to make business. Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah. So because we start with the kits and the services, it was necessary to find a distributor for the kits. So to convince the distributor, and in the beginning we had just one or two kits. So it was not obvious to show that these kits are really interesting. They are new. It's a new technology, so it's necessary to convince first the distributor and next the researcher to buy the products.
What were the main challenges that you had to face when you started developing your kits?
So first, we had an idea, and we tried to check if this idea, if our product or at least our technology could help the customers, and if we are able to convince the customers that our kits are better than others. And so it was the first challenge. It was to see if the customers agree with us that the kit is better than others. And it was the main challenge. It was really the main challenge after the development of the kit, of course. I think that it was the most difficult for us because we start really with one kit, so it was not really easy to convince a customer to buy just one kit. After we developed several kits, and it was easier to discuss with the customer because we had different solutions. And the second challenge, I think, is IP, is to check that the IP is covering really the kits and the technology, and also to discuss with examiners of the patent all over the world. So it's not always obvious to discuss with these guys. and 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 finally, of course, the one of the challenge was to define the price and the return. So the discussion with the distributor, how we will manage that the distributor is distributing our products, and what will be the price, what will be the return for us, and how we will survive until we have a license.